best to answer each of the questions as much as possible during the live broadcast. Okay. 开始啦。Okay, and now I'll hand it over to my colleague, Bill. Okay, and we will be here, and standing here, we will start our live. 这个位置，后面可以看到我们不同的这个东西。Okay, so you can see here. Yeah. Okay. Welcome. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back to Colorado channel. This is Tina. And also welcome all of you to subscribe our YouTube channel, Colorado. You can search as Joan Colorado as the YouTube ID. And also, you can just subscribe our YouTube channel with this ID. And also, you can just welcome to my Facebook account. And we will be here to help the live broadcast twice a week. So every week, we will be here with the West American time each Tuesday and Thursday at the night time around 11 p.m. till the next morning of 1 a.m. And European time will be every Wednesday and Friday at morning time around 7 a.m. to around 11 a.m. to finish this live. And Chinese time will be each Wednesday and Friday afternoon from 3 o'clock p.m. till 5 p.m. Here is Tina. Welcome all of you. Okay, so for the old customers, you already know us very well. And for the new audience, you may know nothing about us. So here, I'd like to give you a brief introduction. So our company was established at 2015. And we did a lot of work for the researching and developing for manufacturing the seamless digital printer, like what you see here. Yeah, and also we invested heavily with the researching and development to upgrade our printer. And also we are trying to enhance our ability with the software upgrading. So far we just launched like the auto print software, which supports the POD file. And also we launched the Vero system. So with these two upgraded software, it could help a lot for your daily production with the POD, the customization printing request. Okay, so if you have any question and with printing solution, with the color issue, with any idea what you could think about with the seamless digital printer, then you could come to us and leave your question there in the comment area, and I will try my best to answer each of the questions during the live broadcast. Here is Tina. Welcome all of you. Okay, so just now we gave you the brief introduction about our company, about this background of our company. So you can see what I'm standing here is our workshop. So you can see that the workshop is laying with so many different models of the printer. So why we do like this? To keep each generation of the printer here in our workshop. Why we do this? It is because that we could be sure we are guaranteeing to our customers, with the old customer, with the future customer, that we would be here always at the back side of your back to support you. At any time, we could just prioritize resolving your printer problem once you got any problem during production. So we could be here immediately in front of the machine and supply you the solution to solve the problem. Yeah, and also during printing, you might meet up with different kinds of the problem during printing, or it is the color melted, or it is the color of the printing image, the resolution is not sharp enough, or it is with some mixed color dot found in the sock's body of the background, like the white color. So why these could be just occurred during the production, and we could be here to copy your problem and find the issue and give you the solution immediately to avoid it will impact your production. So that's why we are here with so many units of the seamless digital printer here, even with the oldest version. Okay, talked about the version of the printer. Actually, we have been through from the first generation with the flat scanning printing mode to the second generation of the rotating printing mode. So during printing, the rollers, you can see it is spiral itself. Like here, this is the second generation of our printer. Yeah, so now you can see just one sock is finished printing. And this is like the painting, right? Yeah. And here you see the second generation of the printer, the operator needs to offload the roller and upload the roller with the new setup sock. So this process, it costs time. So it might be the reason that slow down the efficiency of the production, and the output will be impacted more or less. Yeah, and he's trying to adjust the sock, ensure it is with the proper position. And then with the ready printed sock, and now he needs to pull it up, pull out. But you need to pay more attention that once you pull it out, it is not allowed to bounce back. So just needs to be very slow and carefully and gently. So ensure the ink, which is then now currently on the top of the sock, will not just bounce out with flying to stain other part of the sock. To ensure the printing image will be solid and neat and clean. Okay. So just now we saw that we explained that why we would stay all these kind of the different generation of the printer in our workshop. It is for better service, for the after sales service, and also for the printing solution. And what you see just now is the second generation of our printer. It is just one single roller with very longer roller, and it could set up with two pieces. So it means one pair, one time for printing. And the cartridge is carrying the print head and go from one side to the other for printing. At the same time, the roller rotates itself, ensure the 360 degrees will be printed. So that's why we call it seamless. It's no seams. It is no seams here. You can see the whole round, it's no seam. if your artwork is the seamless designed. So we could be sure that once the artwork is made with the seamless, and then after printing, we could reach the seamless result, the outlook. Yeah. Okay, so our printer actually is designed for not only the sock, but also here, like what you see at the first beginning, it is also valid for like this sleeve cover. The sleeve cover. Yeah. So the sleeve cover, and then for sure it is also valid for the ladies' stocking. Just a little bit longer, right? Yeah, except these socks and sleeve covers, and like what I hold here, like the bath scarf. So once you go outside for the outdoor sports, and now this bath scarf is very popular. Yeah, you can just get rid of the wind, and you also use it as the mask. Yeah, like this. Yes. So it can just stop the wind or the sand once you go outside for hiking, for bicycling. You can just use it. And also, our printer is suitable for printing like this seamless yoga shorts, the yoga leggings, and even the yoga bras and tops. So what we do, you can see what we do is just use this kind of ready knitted seamless tube in white color. And with white color, we could just print in any design, any color you like. So you could be the unique once you're doing the yoga. So you see how vibrant the color is. It's only print for the outside of this tube. Yeah, and before it is coming, it's just a tube without the seam at the crotch. But after printing, once the printing is finished, then we go for the pattern with the requested measurements, and then we do the cut and sew. So that's why you see now it is with the ready-made like a shorts. So before printing, actually it is a tube. Yeah. So it is same like once you wanted to print for the sock, all what you need is just a blank sock like this. And also this is also the blank sock, just it is with the inside the spandex in color of the black. So here we have two kinds of the blank sock. One is the inside with the white color spandex, and the other one is the black color spandex. Why we would do like this? Because later this sock will be printed with the darker color. So once you stretch out, you cannot see the underground of the white spandex yarn. Yeah, but if you print with the light color, then you could just choose this white color of the spandex yarn. So it's just multiple choice based on different design you are going to print. So, and talking about this, and someone might ask, or they might have the doubts, what's the quality your printer could print? What's the quality could be print? From the technical wise, this printer, all of our design printer could be printed with any material. So any composition of the item of the application could be printed. Either it is polyester, or it is cotton, or it is nylon, or bamboo, or wool fabric. So every material, just except the acrylic so far. Acrylic so far cannot print. Okay, so if you have any question, please let us know. You can just leave the comments there in the comment area. Yeah, let's see your question. Okay, if you don't have a question, I will continue with my introduction. So, technical-wise, our printer could be printed with any material you could think about, like polyester, cotton, and nylon and wool. Bamboo is also workable. Just different material. We are using the different ink. Like here, what you see here, this is the polyester yarn. So it is more sporty item with the cushion, and this is the polyester. So if you wanted to use this kind of gradient color instead of the solid one, then it requested for couples of the colors. So the color range is wider, and it is difficult for you to choose with the original, the traditional technology of the knitting socks with the color yarn MOQ issue. Then you could choose this printed one, the seamless printed one. And this is the polyester. So it is workable. But just polyester, we use the disperse ink. So from the ink, it will be different from what you print for other material. Like here, this is the cotton. This is the cotton one. So the color is also bright. And the color fastness, we tested. The color fastness is also good, and it's even better than the polyester one. But this cotton one will be used with different ink. We will use reactive ink. So compare with the polyester, compare with this one, the polyester, this is used the disperse ink. And this will be used with reactive ink. So different ink on different material. Please remember it, okay? So once you wanted to print for polyester, please just focus on the one machine, which one is printing for polyester. And we don't suggest you mix up the ink in one printer. So once you have two kind of the production line with both polyester and cotton, then please choose two printers. One is for the disperse ink, for printing only the polyester yarn, and the other set up for the reactive ink, for printing the cotton items. Yeah, why we suggest you do it with the two machines in separate ink? That is because the contents actually for both of the polyester disperse ink and the cotton reactive ink are different. So it might be sometimes once you could not be sure, you could not be 100% sure that the ink system is cleaned. So here you see this pipe, the ink pipe. Yeah, the ink pipe. Sometimes it do contains a little bit leftover ink. So once you mix up the ink, and then it might be mixed here in the pipe of the ink system. But once it's loaded up to the to the print head. And then due the contents is different, it might be the high risk to clog the print head. That is why we recommend you just distinguish the separate ink in separate printers. Don't mix up them. Don't give them any chance to mix up. Okay, so because the print head actually is expensive, so don't just waste it or give the chance to lose your money. So do not mix up those inks, especially the different kind of ink for different material. Okay, just now I explained with what material could be printed by our printer. So technical-wise, it could be printed for all kinds of the material involved. Just be sure, different material use different ink. Yeah, and after talking about the ink, then we have to talk about the process. Yeah, you see that here, all these operators is just under printing, and the printing process is the same, no difference. You see, the print process is the same. While at the printing stage, it's the same, but before printing, from this production process explanation, we could see that polyester is just started from printing. So it means before printing, nothing single steps is involved before printing. Well, this one, the cotton one, it has some steps before printing, right? Because here we can see the printing process is just the third steps. Well, before printing, it has soaking and spinning dry and drying process. So it means for the cotton socks, and same as the bamboo and the wool material. So before printing, it's always have these two steps involved. So then coming to the printing stage. And after printing, you could see the polyester will be very easy. Just need one step, heating. Then it's finished for the whole process. Well, the cotton one, compare the cotton one, it has to be with the steaming and washing process after the printing process. So it means with cotton socks material, it will be more complicated, longer process compared with the polyester one. So from these two drawings, we can clearly see the difference, right? Yeah, these are the different material involved, different printing process for the production. Yeah. So accept the different ink on the different material, and also the working process is different. Yeah. Just now we talked about different material, different ink, and different process involved. That is a brief, the summary introduction, yeah, for your idea. Yeah, and someone might ask, then the cotton material is too complicated, and how do I do for the washing process? Actually, the washing process, we just easily speak it out, it's just washing. But actually, the washing involved several steps as well. It involved at least 7 turns of washing. So different turns with the hot water, cold water, and different chemical involved to fix the color and ensure the good color fastness. And then, how to avoid it? And how do I be sure that it could be no problem with the wastage water to collect them and to be ensure it is environmental protection? So that would be the high risk in the local government there to build up this setting up. That's true. Then, considering about this, and we currently tested another printing solution for the cotton. So here you can see under the water-based of the cotton sock, how it look like. Yeah. Okay, and here, what I hold in my hand now, it is the other printing solution. And this is also cotton, but it's in different ink. This is in reactive ink, while this is in pigment ink. This is long process. This is short process. So after printing, this reactive ink for the cotton needs drying, steaming, drying again, washing, and drying. So still need around 5 steps to go to complete the process. Well, this one, the pigment ink for the cotton, after printing, it is only need heating. So just 1 step of the heating. Then the whole process will be completed. So this one, the pigment ink on cotton sock, it is short process. This one, the reactive ink onto the cotton, it is a longer process. So you could just choose what is the suitable printing solution for you. Well, this reactive ink printing on the cotton, the color fastness is 4 to 5. For washing color fastness, it is 4 to 5 grade. While this one, color fastness to washing, it's like grade 3. And this one, the reactive ink printed on cotton, the rubbing, the white rubbing, it is like grade 3 to 4. Dry rubbing is grade 4. While this pigment ink onto the cotton, the wet rubbing is like 2 to 3. And the dry rubbing is like 2 to 3 as well. So obviously, from the color fastness of rubbing and color fastness of washing, this reactive ink onto the cotton is much better. But it is the high request coming from customer. But if your customer could accept this kind of the outlook and with the lower grade of the color fastness, this is also an option, alternative option for you to build up your seamless digital printing business. Okay, so from the color, you could see the difference. frankly speaking, this pigment ink on the cotton one, the color is not bad. You see? You see the details. The line sharp. And the colors, the color tone is still correct. Just maybe a little bit pale in the general outlook. Do you agree? Yeah, you agree? You agree with me? So from the color vibrance issue, this one is not that much vibrant compared with this one. This is reactive. So reactive ink has the higher level of the color fastness to washing, to rubbing, including wet rubbing, dry rubbing. Well, the pigment ink onto the cotton has a little bit lower grade for color fastness, for washing color fastness, for rubbing color fastness, including wet rubbing, dry rubbing. Well, from the process, this one, the reactive ink has longer process. And this one, the pigment ink onto the cotton printing, it has short process. And also here I have more samples you could see. Now this is also the pigment. This is also the pigment. It's not bad. It's not bad. Just based on different market, based on different requests of the customer. So if your customer are okay with this outcome, with the color fastness, with the rubbing, washing, color fastness, then it's also workable for customers because the color you can see it's not bad, and also it is seamless. You see, once the design, it's the whole round of the 360 degrees seamless design, and then we could print with the seamless. So you could not see the seam, right? And here, what I have enhanced with another sock is the sublimation sock. But you can see, first, these fibers are looking like dead. The fibers are dead. And you can see the seam. The seam, it has the white line. There is a gap here, right? Now you see, just follow my finger. Just follow my finger here, right? You can see the seam, there is a mark, the folding mark. And also at the seam, the two sides of the sock, the design was split up. You see the little cat. Now this is the lovely cat. But here, the cat head is cutting up from two pieces, one side, the other side. So it's not the complete design anymore. It's not the design, the whole design anymore. So this is the sublimation sock. But here we have the whole design, the complete design. You see there's no seam at all. And we could see from here, it will be more visible. Now, we start from here, the center back of the toe, the heel, and then we turn a little bit. You cannot see the seam, right? So you're not seeing any seam to split up the whole design, right? So that is the advantage. That is the advantage for our seamless digital printing sock. Yeah, you see? Seamless, right? So that is why we call it seamless. Okay, talking so much above, and I hope that you could have a general clue who we are and what we do, right? And what items our printer could be printed. So with this information, and you can see how to adapt for your market to developing this seamless digital printer, and we could start our business and build up our business relationship. Yeah, if you have any question, just let me know. And I'd like to answer each of the questions during the live broadcast. So you just leave the question there in the comments area. Yeah. Okay, this is Tina, and this is Colorado, Ningbo Haishu Colorado YouTube channel. You can follow us and subscribe us, and our live will be held twice a week. So each Tuesday at the West American time and Thursday, so at night around 11 p.m. till the next morning, 1 a.m. And European time will be each Wednesday and Friday at the morning time from 7 a.m. till around 11 a.m. based on different area. And Chinese time will be each Wednesday and Friday afternoon, 3 p.m. till 5 p.m. This is Tina. So you can consult with our website, www.coloradotech.com. You could just consult there with our email address. You could also send me the email, tina.ji@coloradoprinter.com. Okay, so any question? Welcome. Just leave the question there and I will reply you. Anyone, any question will be okay for me to answer you. Okay, just now we gave the brief introduction for our company. Here, with the new coming to our life, the customers, I'd like to repeat it again. So allow me here to introduce our company. Ningbo Haishu Colorado is built up at 2015. So in the past around 10 years, we focused on the developing and researching for the seamless digital printer. And our printer are designed with the different application like the knitted tubular item. See the socks, the sleeve covers, and the bath scarves, and also the seamless yoga suits like leggings, shorts, bra, and tank top. So our designed the printer just printing for these tubular items. If you have any request to print for these kind of the tubular items, just let us know. We could work out the printing solution for you. And also, we invest heavily for the upgrading of the printer and also the researching item. And in the meantime, we also committed to enhance the capability for upgrading our software. And just currently, we launched with the auto print function, which supports the POD file, and also the system of the visual using the camera technology to get the accurate position before printing. So with this kind of the technology, upgraded software, and you can just meet up all the range of the customization requests. Okay, and besides we selling the printers, we also supply the customers the after-sale service, no doubt at all. So our team will be here with 24 hours per day, 7 days a week. And if you have any request for the after-sale service or during the production printing stage, you found any issue of your printer, just let us know. If you could get the appointment with us, then even the overnight working is no problem for us. And if no appointment in advance, and then we just try our best to serve you as the first priority once we wake up. Okay, so these are the brief introduction for our company, for what we do, what we print, what we could get the service for you. Yeah, and here, as what I said in the first beginning of the live, and we have the workshop here. This what you see. They are laying several different models of the printer. This is just one workshop, and the other workshop is focused on the assembling for the machines. So actually all these kind of the printers are producing by us. So we are the manufacturer here located in Ningbo. Welcome all of you to consult us. And if you have any question, just let us know. During the live, we could try our best to answer your question during the live. Yeah. Okay, so here, just following my camera, we could see this different machine. Like this one, it is still the second generation of the printer, but we changed with just single roller. And start from this one, from this machine, the operator actually is no longer needs to load up, offload these rollers, but it will be stay here always. So what the operator needs to do is just load up the sock, load up the stocking, load up the sleeve cover at this position. And then it will start printing from cartridge from this side to the other side. And then the printing finished. But this is only workable for the small item. So once your order quantity, the volume is small, and you are the beginner for starting this kind of the printing career, then you could choose this one. One time, one piece printing. Yeah. And here, it's busy for one pair of printing. You could see if my production is the customization order, even one design, one pair, you can use this. Hello, hi, I saw the new friend is coming. Hi, Heracles. Hello, nice to meeting you. Okay, so what you see now is the second generation of our printer. And it is still the single roller, but one pair, one time printing. So if your printing order, which you took from customer, is requested for even one design, one pair, you could just choose this one, it's no problem. And with one time load up the roller, it could load up with two pieces of the sock, you see. And now it is printing for the one piece, and continuously it print for the second piece. So even your artwork, your design for this one pair is left and right, different design, it's still workable. Okay, the fourth generation and the third generation of the advantages and disadvantages. Okay, let me show you. Okay, let's see if we are talking the same thing. Like this, it is the 4 rollers printer. This is the third generation of the printer. Yeah, so here is the third generation. Am I correct? Or if we are talking the same thing, the third generation is related to these 4 rollers. While these two rollers, it is the fourth generation. It's just launched up this year. Yeah, it's the first week of the January. We just get this one. It's the fourth generation 2 rollers. Okay, and now let me talk about what is the advantages and disadvantages compare of this third generation and fourth generation. First, from the output. Okay, from the output, the third generation has advantages. So, output of the third generation is like 55 pairs per hour to 86 pairs per hour. That's output a little bit higher than this one. This fourth generation of the output is like 40. So, first aspect, let's see from the output, then third generation printer is positive than this. The third generation is positive than this fourth generation. And second, let's see. The third generation has the 4 rollers, and 4 rollers, it has the optional choice for the roller dimension. So from the 82 millimeter diameter till 60 millimeter diameter, it has 3 ranges for your alternative option. While this one, the fourth generation of the roller diameter dimension, it's the same. It's same. It also has 3 different dimensions compared with the third generation. So let's say the second aspect, from the dimension of the rollers, it has the same. So no any difference. Both of them has 3 dimensions with the alternative option. And third, let's see the third aspect from the roller length. The third generation is set up with the standard roller length like 60 centimeters. Okay, while this one, the fourth generation of this printer, the roller length is set up with the standard as 70 centimeter long. So from the length of the roller, this fourth generation has the positive than the third generation. Okay, and then the fourth aspect, from the length with the alternative option, then this fourth generation of the printer, it has longer size of the roller length option. So from 70 centimeters long till 1 meter long. For the roller length, it's alternative option. While the 4 rollers, it could reach like maximum like 70 centimeters long. So this length is a bit shorter compared with the 4th generation. So that is the negative things compared with the 4th generation. And besides, I don't think anything they have some difference. Okay. So that is compared with the 3rd generation and the 4th generation of the printer. What is the advantage? What it is the disadvantage? So with this difference, you could compare and you could choose. Okay, and hope that my answer is helpful for you. You're welcome always. Yeah, and welcome all of you can just leave the question there in the comment area. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your question. Thank you for your trust. Okay, so anyone could think about any questions, just no doubt, let me know. And here, what you see now, it is the 3rd generation of the printer. And here, the center motor drive is just standing in the middle. Okay, so what do you mean? You checked that the 3rd generation changed for which point? Could you please let me know? Yeah. We have 2. Old and new, correct. We have 2. Actually, this is 2. I think you mean 2. It means roller quantity, right? This one, it is the 2 rollers. This is like we call it 4th generation. Yeah, because it is just upgraded. So what do you mean, new and the old and new? And both the 3rd generation and the 4th, it was one video. Maybe you have that, it is we call it, they say the CO80-200 Pro, that is, okay, could you please leave your email address or who you communicate with, and later we will double check and we will come back to you with the answers. Okay, so what you see here with the 4 rollers, it is the CO80-210 Pro. Yeah, this is the 3rd generation. This is the 3rd generation of the printer. It has the 4 rollers. Yes, correct. That's correct. You're welcome. Just leave your email address or your WhatsApp ID, and we will come back to you after the live, okay? Yeah. Okay, we need our colleague to just remark with this one, and later after the live, we will come back to you, okay? Yeah, So for both the fourth generation and the third generation, we have the center motor drive. Just the center motor drive. This one is staying in the between, in the middle of this machine. It drives 4 rollers and rotates themselves one by one. And yeah, this one, correct. This is the third generation, exactly. So you could see, actually, this center motor drive is driving with the 4 rollers. And this position, it's always for the operator standing here, no need to move somewhere else, but she just needs to stand here and offload the sock, upload the sock. So that is what the operator only do at this position. Well, this position, this roller position, it's always for printing position. So the cartridge is here. Cartridge is here and set up with 2 print heads. So once it's driving from this side, moving out with the print head, it prints from the edge of the roller until the design stops. So once it's finished printing, it will turn back to this operator position for her or he to offload the printed sock. Then that printing position will again start printing for the next printing job. But here it will just load up with the new sock and just one by one with the continuously working. So this is the CO80 210 Pro. It's the third generation of our printer. And here, what you see, the 2 rollers printer, it is CO60 100 Pro. So this is the 4th generation. And you also could see this center motor drive, it's standing at just the side of the printer. And it could be just moved backwards at my position a little bit with like 30 centimeters. So that's why it's leave here more space. It's leave here more space for you have the alternative option for longer the roller. So that is the difference. And the operator is also standing here for operating. And later, these 2 rollers, it's not rotate, but this is switch. So the 2 arms switch each other like this. It will moving like switch each other. And at this position, it's always for the operator for operating. Offload the sock, upload the sock. And here, that position will be always the printing position. And the cartridge is here. So same. So once, and now you can see it is vertical, right? Because we just stop it at the vertical position for avoiding any mistake or attacking these rollers. And during the printing, it will just put it as the horizontal direction. And the printing position of the roller will be stay here. And the other one will be stay here for the operator to operating. Yeah, that is how it works. So now, hope that my explanation is clear for you. Okay, any question? Yeah. So if you have further question, just let me know. And you can see here, this is the operator who is operating the 4 rollers, the 3rd generation of our printer for the production printing. You see, the printing position is under printing. And now, one printing job finished and the roller rotates itself. So actually, continuously working without any break. Now you can see the operator is changing the paper. Thanks for Heracles. Okay, thank you for your question. For the polyester sock, after the oven heating, actually, if your sock is, let me see. Okay, here, what you see, this is the polyester sock we printed. So for this sock, actually, once the blank sock is coming, it's already firmed. So they already get the finishing for the blank one with the shape, with the proper shape. So after printing, we just send to the oven for heating. And once we coming out, get it from the oven, we just fold it like this. And then we just send to the customer. Or if they have the special request, then it will be packed with the header or into the polyester for packing. But if your blank sock coming with the unformed, then after heating up from the oven, you need to get it firmed. But for polyester, we don't suggest you to do the firm after finishing, after the printing, after the oven. Why? Because you know that we use the disperse ink. And disperse ink, it has just one typical character, that the ink spray under the high temperature. So once you get the printed sock to be firmed later, it's due with the high temperature, right? At that time, if one sock and the other, they just touch each other, it will be the risk to get this ink transferred to the other sock. So that's why we don't suggest you to do this firming, finishing process after heating, after printing. So for the polyester, we suggest you to get the white blank socks with the finishing of the firming before printing. So once you get the blank sock, it is already firmed, and then you do printing, heating from the oven, the whole process is done. You just pack it. Hope my explanation will be helpful for you. Okay? Yeah. So, any question? Any doubts? So any unclear points, you could just come back to me. Okay. So if you have any questions still, let me know. Okay, for polyester, actually, it is not a special request like a normal polyester material involved for the textile. It is just 30 degrees for washing. After one B2C customer, yes, I know, yeah. So actually, for all the material involved with the polyester, like the sweater, like the pants or any consumable item, then polyester is like 30 degrees. Yes, it's okay. It's okay, no problem. 30, but actually the care label, the washing label on the garment textile, you can see that for the textile of the polyester, it mentioned 30 degrees. And for the cottons, they say sometimes 40 or 40 for cotton. And polyester, it's like 30 degrees of water for washing. No problem. Even polyester, you use 30 to 40, it doesn't matter. Because after the heating, cure the color already. And after one time washing, the first time washing, the top side, which stained at the top side of the fiber, will fade out a little bit. And then the second time, it will be okay. No fading anymore. So actually, the polyester, the color fastness for washing is not bad. It's still good. Just the wet rubbing of the polyester will be a little bit worse than the cotton one, because cotton, you have the washing process to fix the color. Okay, you show us the polyester sporty socks. Are these sports dry fit? Yes, you saw this one, right? You mean this one? This is the sporty sock. Yes. Okay, are these sports dry fit? Well, what do you mean? You mean it is the fast dry? If so, if your question is related to it's the fast dry or not, like the running suit of the T-shirt, I'm interested in marathon. Yeah, marathon. Yes. Okay, how to say? Actually, it is a kind of the extra value for these socks. It is just it's just an extra value, but actually it's not worth to do it. Why? Because for the marathon, the runners, yes, and sometimes I run. So with the T-shirt, it's needed with the fast dry. And then once I get sweat, then it will just immediately absorbed with my sweat to the T-shirt. And I feel okay. But you see that this sock will be just wear in your feet. And with this polyester yarn, actually, you could not feel that much of the sweat. So it is different from the body. Once you get sweating, with the feet, you get sweating. So also with this square, compare with the body part, that is very, very small square. And then you could not feel actually if it is with the fast dry. So that's why I say you could do it with the extra value, but it is a kind of waste of the money. But we could do, because the printing solution could be various. So you could just get the expensive blank sock with the yarn function with the fast dry. Or you could do after printing of this polyester sock, and then we use the kind of the chemical for the fast dry, and then absorb into that chemical to get the similar function. And with that function, you might get 8 to 10 times wearing with the fast dry function. That's no problem. But then the cost will be increased. And also, according to our customers' feedback so far, which our current customer, they are focusing for the marathon runners or the bicycling, the bicycle team, and they wear the polyester sock like this, or the light one. This is the light one. It is soft and light, and also you could see the knitting. The knitting here has the mesh, so it has the hole to breathe. So with this kind of the breathe holes, and then no need to get that extra function. So just after the racing, after the hiking, after the sports, you just take off, then it's fine. And then it could lower the cost, and also, in another hand, that kind of the fast dry chemical, it will have conflict with the color fastness, and also sometimes it might infect the color of the vibrant, the brightness of the color. So with these two aspects of the conflicts, we don't suggest you to use the fast dry to the printed sock. Okay, hope my answer is a little bit helpful for you. Any question for that? And you could just explain a little bit to your customer. You're welcome. You're more than welcome. And thank you for your trust. And also thank you for your interest to this project. And now you can see that how the third generation of the printer works. Okay, I'd like to show you. And would you please leave your email address, and I will send you the email with all our types of the polyester sock to you via email, okay? And now you just follow the camera to see the actual production status of how this printer works. Okay, Joan have your all information. Then that will be no problem. Later we will send you. Okay, thank you all for welcoming you to watch our live. And here for the Facebook, for the Facebook ID, we will just stop here, and we will see you next time. Yeah, this actually the second generation of the printer. Still, the old customer love it, because for the one design, one pair, it's still convenient to operate, and also with the small order volume, it's still nice. Thank you, and nice to see you. Okay, here what you see here, it's the oven for heating up the polyester sock. So you see, before it's go inside of the printer, the color is not pump out, and this is the color, how it cured, how it looked after the heating. So the color is immediately just pump out with bright and vibrant, you see. Okay. Just, yeah, for this one, actually what we wanted to explain a little bit is that once you have the small order quantity, or you are the beginner for trying this career, and also that your order is mainly coming with the customization, with one design, one pair, you still could think about this one. But if you think about like say 3 years, 5 years forward, and then the third generation, the $4 is more suitable, because with the business grown up and raised up quickly, and with the more capacity volume left over there, so with the output of the CO80 210 Pro will be more suitable for the long-term business development. You see that with the adjustment onto that roller, that costs time. That costs time. And also compare with the CO80 210 Pro, it's not the continuous working mode for the operator, I mean. So if you wanted to just start with your career in your garage and take this one, if you have your own workshop and then with the fast grown up for the business for this printing, and then you get the $4, that will be more efficiency for the production. And here what you see, it is the Print EXP, the software. You see, you can just set up with this one design with the certain quantity, and then it will print. But after one pair printing, it just stopped and asked you if you're ready to continue with next one. Once the operator is slower than the computer, and then you have to wait for the operator. So now it just stopped. Now the software is asking, you continuously working for printing or not? Because she is still not ready yet. So we just pause. Yeah, if you could just get the robot who could just follow it and automatically test the adjustment of the load up sock, and then you could just use the robot and then get the faster speed for the printing by this machine, no doubt. Okay, and just now we talked about that different material, different solution. So with the polyester sock, it is the most easiest one. So only 2 steps: printing, heating, then the whole process will be completed. While the cotton one, it needs, after printing, with drying, heating, drying, steaming, and drying. 3 steps. And after that, we'll go for washing and drying. So 5 steps after printing for cotton. And let's see what's the relevant equipment involved for this material. Follow me. You can see this is the steamer. Yeah, here inside it's hot. Inside it's under steaming. Under steaming for what material of the sock? Yeah, it is the cotton socks inside for steaming. And here is the oven. You see, this oven is different from what we used for the polyester sock. Why? If someone knows why? Yeah, because the space here. It's space, it will get this trial. It will get this trial. You can see 1 layer, 2 layers, 3 layers all together. It will have around more than 40 pairs one time and sending to this oven for heating. So one time it could just heating with more than 40 pairs. And after that, this whole trial will be sent to the steamer for steaming. And once the steaming is finished, normally the steaming need around, let's say, 20 to 25 minutes. So after that 20 to 25 minutes finished for steaming, this trial will go backside again for drying. So that needs another around, it depends how thick of your sock. With the lighter the thickness, and then it need around 6 to 8 minutes. And if for the more thickness of the sock, then need a little bit longer time. So this is the oven for the cotton socks, the finishing process. And here, this is also the oven, and that is for the polyester one. So here, you see at this side. Yeah, you see. And now the sock is coming out from the oven. It will just stop here, and it will drop one by one to the box. You just lift it on the ground. Okay, so you see the conveyor system, it moves automatically as the clock direction. So this pin, you just hang the sock here to the pin, and it will drive into the oven and moving outside of the oven. "里面没有袜子了吗？"哦，来了。And now the new sock, you see, the new sock is here and hanging to the conveyor, and it will send into the oven automatically. Yeah, and this this period will be like 3 to 4 minutes. 哎，罗马尼亚的那个袜子啥时候能打？下午5点以后。Okay, and then, so this is the oven for the polyester sock, the relevant equipment. But here, we would like to remind you that this oven, it needs the power. It's the 3 phases industrial electricity. So 3 phases, and the power is like the voltage will be 24 volt, the voltage, and also you could choose the 380 voltage. So different, it's different. It will be customization based on your different requirements. Like the American customer, and they could choose the 3 phases with 240 voltage. While European customer, and then you just need the 3 phases with 380 voltage. And what you see here, this one, it's the industrial exhausted fan. So you get this one, you have to get this one, or you have alternative choice like that one we set up. So it depends how big of your work mill is. And then light one, you can just set it up with 2 exhausted fans. And you also can set it as this one. So depends on your exact situation. Then choose different the solution. But this exhausted fan is must, because once you're heating up the polyester, actually it will coming out with the fume. So that fume needs to be get rid of by the exhausted fan. Yeah, just remember that. Okay. And now let's see where, yeah, here it comes. So just 3 minutes, it's coming out. Once it's coming out, the color will be vibrant. So once if you have the continuously working the printing job to be heating up here at the oven, then the fume will be obvious. And also sometimes if it is the darker color compared with the light color, of course the darker color sock will be more fume coming out. So that's why this exhausted fan is non-avoidable. You have to use it. Yeah, and now we were hearing the bell is ringing, right? That is the steamer. Yeah, that is the steamer. So it means the cotton socks steaming process is done. Let's see how it looks like. You see the child? Yeah, the whole child with the, and here with the actually wool, the wool sock. So the steaming process is finished. you see after steaming, the color is already turning vibrant. And then the whole trial of the sock, once finished with the steaming, it will be sent to the oven for drying. And now it's safely transferred to this small cartridge, and now they will be sent to the heating oven for drying. So now you see how vibrant of the color. So remember this kind of the color, and let's see, compare with the just printed one without steaming, how the color look like. Yeah, here, follow me, you will see. This is the wool sock you just saw from the steamer. So this is just after printing. And you see how the color look like. Remember just now what you saw? After the steaming, the colors just pump out. With dark, with vibrant. And now after printing, it's just a little bit pale, but don't worry. After the steaming and washing, then the color will be like this. So you can just compare. 有区别吗？ Yeah, this one is a little bit darker and vibrant. And from here, it's hard to distinguish. Okay, now you see the actual printing process. And now she's uploading the sock. And with this laser device setting up, it will assist her to be sure the sock will be loaded up with the proper position. And now offload the printed one. And in the meantime, this printing position keep working without any stop. So this one is finished printing. And here we saw he carries a few pieces of the paper. So what's the function of the paper is, if anyone knows? And he will wrap it to the roller. So why? Why she needs to wrap it to the roller? Okay, first you see that during printing, actually the ink will stand in deep of the fiber. So it will be more or less stained to the roller itself. So protect the roller first, then we need to wrap the paper. And in the other hands, this paper also get easier pulled out. Once you pull out the sock, it will be easier. 你现在打几支，然后换一次。And you see she is keeping replacing the paper because this one actually the ink amount is a little bit bigger compared with the light color. So the ink stained to the paper a little bit more. After 3 pieces, she needs to replace the new one to ensure that the next printing job of the blank sock inside will not be stained with dirty color. Now you see that paper she replaced, that paper she thrown away is already darker color ink stained, right? So with the darker one, with the darker color, it will be like 3 to 4 pieces. And then you need to replace the paper. So if your operator is fast enough, and then this output will be increased immediately, and output maximum could reach 86 pairs per hour. So you see the catch is back, and in the meantime the roller return. So rotate. No need to wait. So most of the time, actually, the machine is there waiting for the operator. So don't complain that the printer is so slow. It's not the case that the printer is slow. It's just the operator could not catch up with the printer. That's the case. So it will be always that we human beings need to rush up to catch the machine, and not the machine is waiting for us, right? So this is how it works for the C08 210 Pro, the third generation of our printer. So actually, we focus on every details, no matter it is from the printer manufacturing, it is also from the printing solution. So I'm not sure if you already realize that one small details, it will impact the efficiency. You see, the cartridge is back. You saw the cartridge is back just now? If you don't, let's see it again. Yeah, now the cartridge is back. It's moving out, carrying with the print head, and start printing, right? So even it is one piece, one time for printing, it's still not slow. Definitely not slow. Now you see the small details coming. You see the cartridge is back. It is back at the same time that the rollers turned. So just now, once it is finishing with this one piece of the sock printing, the cartridge take the print head back to the station and get the preparation for the next printing job. And in the meantime, this roller rotates with the next ready load up sock. You see, now see, that roller turned back here, and now the cartridge is ready for next printing job. So that kind of the small details actually is what we concerned, and that is what we work out based on the customer's demands. So all what we did was coming from the practice with the actual production. So what's the real production needs? That is our concern, and that is our working direction. So we need to be sure that our manufactured printer, it is the most efficiency for the production. Yeah. Okay. Just now, what you see is about the relevant equipment for different material, like different oven for polyester and different oven for cotton, and also the steamer, how it looks like and how it works. Yeah, and also we saw the actual production working flow from the first step till the end. So from preparation of the wrapping paper onto the roller and until it is load up the sock under printing, and the roller rotates and offload the sock of the printed one, and then reload up with the new ready one for next printing job. So for the whole workflow we saw already, and this kind of the workflow is what we worked out based on the customer's demands according to the actual production status, and we adjusted, we tested, and then finally we just launch our workable printer for you. Okay, so actually the different material like polyester, like wool, like cotton, bamboo, and nylon are all workable. Just different material, different ink. Polyester, we use disperse, and for the cotton we use the reactive ink, and for the nylon fabric, for the nylon material, we use the acid ink. So different ink, and now so far we have 3 different inks involved based on different material. And for nylon, for wool, for cotton, for bamboo, these are similar. These are similar working process. So if using the water-based ink, it will be longer working process. Yeah, and if you wanted to shorten this work process, and also you have the trouble with the local government for the water wastage water, the collection, or for the environmental protection issue, and then we have another alternative option, the printing solution for you. That is what we mentioned before, the pigment ink. So with the pigment ink printed on the cotton or the cotton blend material, then it's still workable. So without washing process, without the wastage water collection issue, without the environmental protection issue, and then you could think about the pigment ink solution. Yeah, you'd like to see what's the outlook like of the pigment ink? You see here, this is how the pigment ink look like. I have 3 designs in hand, so you can compare. You can see the outlook. Yeah. So actually, Okay, give you the more resolution. You see, this is the pigment. Okay, then to know better about the color fastness, and then let's do the test, the small test. Okay, we put it here. And we also use, we get this one with the another white sock. It is white, right? We put it here. Okay, then let's see how the rubbing color fastness it is based on these different okay, so let's do the test now. We are using this one. This is the pigment ink on the cotton sock. Let's try how the color fastness of the rubbing it is, okay? Yeah, so with this design, it has, normally we have the 4 colors, just CMYK. So with these multiple colors involved here, and also with the kin color involved at the background. Okay, let's do the test here. Are you ready? Ready to follow me? And let's see how good or how worse the color fastness of rubbing it is for the pigment ink printed on the cotton sock. Okay, here is the white color, right? Okay, let's do the dry rubbing test. I put the strands here and I scratch several times. Normally in the SGS test, it will be used like a certain Newton of the power and then scratch like 40 times. Okay. Now you see the color is a little bit fading out on the white socks. Okay. This is like the white rubbing, the dry rubbing is like grade 3. Okay, what I have now, this is the reactive ink printed on the cotton socks. So this is with the longer process, with the steaming, with the after printing is drying, steaming, and drying and washing. So this one, let's see how good of this color fastness is. Normally, this one is better than this one. So reactive ink with the long process is better than this pigment. So let's see here what I have here. It's with the black and red color. So we just scratch at this part, okay? So this one is the pigment ink color fastness of the dry rubbing. Here, I will try with the reactive ink onto the cotton. How about it of this dry rubbing? Okay, I did, I think. Yeah, here, you see. You see? Actually, frankly speaking, it's almost nothing, right? So here what I scratched, it is peeling already. That means my strands a little bit heavy. But it's nothing color fade out with this reactive ink onto the cotton. So you see, here I scratched, even the blank sock is already peeling. That is because of the yarn. So ensure that your blank sock of the yarn quality is better, not easy for peeling. And this one here is the result for the pigment ink onto the printed onto the cotton one. So this is the dry rubbing, and here both are dry rubbing. One is not fading, one is faded a little bit. So this is like a grade 3, and this one is grade 4 to 5. Okay, so based on your different requirements of your customer, and also considering about the local circumstance, your government principle for the wastage water collection, for the environmental protection idea, then with the local situation, then you could choose the different printing solution. So if customers is easy to accept the pigment ink onto the cotton one with shortened working process, then you could choose the pigment. Just play the open card to your customer that how the color fastness is according to our test here, and it is around like color fastness to rubbing, dry rubbing for the pigment ink onto the cotton material. It's like grade 3. And if we do with the wet rubbing, it is like around 2 to 3. 2 to 3, yes. And with our self test for wearing it, and after, like say, 10 times washing, it could still be acceptable. And color fastness to washing, not fading that much. Just the serious, so far, the worst color fastness will be like just now what we saw, the dry rubbing. Yeah, and wet rubbing, actually, once you wear this kind of the carol sock of the cotton one, you're not going to the long journey with any sports. So your feet will not get sweat that much. So that will not be the big issue. So just according to your different situation, different circumstance, and different requirement from the customer, and then you choose the suitable printing solution for you. Okay, this is Tina, and here is Ningbo Haishu, Colorado Digital Technology Company. We are now at our YouTube channel, Joan Colorado. Welcome all of you to subscribe us and follow us, and our live will be held twice a week. So for the West American time, it will be held every Tuesday and Thursday night at 11 p.m. till the next morning, 1 a.m. And for the European time, it will be every Wednesday and Friday at the morning time, start from 7 a.m. till 11 a.m. based on different area of the European. And here, Chinese time will be every Wednesday and Friday afternoon, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. This is Tina, and welcome you to visit our website, www.coloradotech.com. So any question, any interests, just let us know. Consult with us with the email address. You can find it from the website, and you also can send me the email, tina.ji@coloradoprinter.com. So all for today. Thank you all for visiting us and subscribing us and follow our live broadcast. And bye so far. See you next time at Friday morning time, European time in the morning, 7 a.m. and West American time in Thursday night, 11 p.m. Bye for now. See you.